Okay, got 4 more blocks here for you today, and I want to start out with Just Call Me Diva. And this one is a beautiful block. I decided to do it in 3 different colors. You could do it in 2 or you could do it in 1. And it's just got your quarter square triangles, and then these are little folded corners on these rectangles here, and we got snowballs on the big block. So even though it's a beautiful block, it looks kind of complicated, it's really very simple. Just use accuracy in your piecing, and you can't go wrong with this one. I've seen some beautiful blocks of this on Moda's Facebook page, so if you ever get a chance to get over there and see what other people are doing, as well as our own Facebook page, you can do that. Okay, this one is called Casablanca, and it's just half square triangles. Again, a very, very simple block. So just keep track of how they're laid out. The colors go across that way, and they switch at the middle. So simple, simple. And then this one is called Catch a Falling Star. And I decided to do 2 different colors in the centers. You can do whatever you want. It looks like you make a bunch of variable stars here, but it's not quite that way. This one here is made with a square and a square, and then you attach it together in rows. So that's all one row. This is a row. That's a row with a square in the middle, so you don't have the 4 seams in there. So it's made of 5 little rows across there put together. Again, if you want to use the instructions that I've included for you for doing the flying geese and for doing any half square triangles, you can find that on our website. And then the last one I'm going to show you is called Tropicana. So this one is applique. We had applique in the Dresden, and this is another applique one. So what their instructions have you do here is to take your pattern. This is the little melon-shaped pattern. Take it and take some of the fusible interfacing, not fusible web, but fusible interfacing. So it's only going to be fusible on one side. And you're going to lay it on here and draw 4 of the melon shapes. Then you're going to take those fusible interfacing pieces and put them right sides together with the fabric that you have. Okay, so you're going to want the fusible side touching the fabric, but you're not going to fuse it together. Have it touching the fabric, and you're going to sew on that line all the way around. The line that you've drawn, you're going to sew on that line. Use a little bit smaller stitch length to make a smoother seam there, and then you're going to trim it off. Your pattern says to trim it off to a 1/4 inch. I like to do it at 1/8 of an inch to give less bulk in there when you turn it right side out. So you don't iron it yet because you don't want to fuse these together. So then what you're going to do is take your scissors and you're going to cut the interfacing, but don't cut the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to cut the interfacing just like that. And I'm going to turn this right side out gently because you don't want to damage the interfacing. It's pretty fine. I use shear weight, but you don't have to use shear weight. You could use a little bit heavier if you wanted to. Go like this. And then you're going to take your, let's see, where did my little tool go? Right here. Okay, so you can take the purple thing or something else that's smooth, not too sharp. The precision turning tool works really good too. And you're going to gently smooth out the seam. You're going to push that out because you can't press it to iron it out. If you do, it's going to all stick to your iron. Then you're going to take something, poke that out a little. You might want to take your pin and poke those corners out so it's nice and sharp. And then it's going to look like this, okay? This hasn't been pressed yet. I've just done a little finger pressing. Poked my points out, and you'll do this 4 times. I've got 2 different colors that I'm going to use for this. Then you're going to take your square that you've already cut, and 12.5-inch square, okay? You're going to fold it. Here, let me press it out here. Get that crease out of there, because I'm going to put new creases in there. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half and finger press it. And then I will fold it again the other way and finger press it. Okay, then that's going to help me give a guide to where I want to place my melon shapes. So they're going to go in the 4 corners. So that's going to go right there. It's going to touch the corner. I'll have it lined up with this corner. I'm not going to iron it right now because I'm not ready to do all 4 of them, and I want them all 4 on there first. But put this on here. Since the fusible side was facing the fabric, when you sewed it, you turn it right side out. Now the fusible is on the outside, and you put it on there, fuse it down, and then you can applique it any way you want. You can do it by hand. You could do a straight stitch real close to the edge all the way around. You could do buttonhole stitch on there if you wanted to. You could use invisible thread if you want to, so that it doesn't show. Or you can use matching thread. You can use an accent color, but if you do, you're going to want to make sure your stitching is very, very perfect on there if you're going to have an accent color that contrasts with it. So, can't wait to show you this all finished, and we'll do some more of these when we get some more blocks finished, and I hope you're doing well with these and having fun.